Good morning. Today we have a new podcast to discuss about the Basel Convention. Today we have a guest, Erika Tascon. To begin, I would like to ask Erika, what are the main pillars of the Basel Convention?
Good morning and thank you for your invitation. That's a good question to start. So the main pillars of the Basel Convention are two. The first one is minimization of the generation of hazardous waste and other waste. In the Basel Convention, parties know that the most effective way of protecting human health and the environment from the dangers posed by sewage waste is reducing the generation of this toxic waste in the terms of quantitative and the hazard potential. For instance, in the last Basel Convention plastic waste amendment launched at the beginning of this year, parties gathered with the objective of improving the control of the transborder movements of plastic waste and clarifying the scope of the convention as it implies to such waste. The vision is to reduce plastic waste generation in the long term. And the second pillar is a strict control of transborder movement of hazardous waste and other waste. Thanks to this pillar, parties are under an obligation to take the appropriate measure to ensure that transborder movements of hazardous waste are only allowed if they meet certain conditions, and such criteria you can find in the decisions adopted by the Conference of the Parties in our webpage. The main objective is to improve waste management and reduce illegal traffic. The convention is based on a cycle life approach as management. Is defined as including the collection, transport, and disposal of hazardous waste and other waste, including aftercare of disposal sites.
Okay, you mentioned that management is a key element for the efficiency of the pillars. As for the Basel Convention, I would like to know if there are some challenges, since there should be certain standards for being able to have a good sound management. Can you tell us more about that?
Indeed, that's right. It is a key ingredient in the pillar, and the convention defines this as environmentally sound management. What it means, it is about taking all practical steps to ensure that hazard waste or other waste are managed in a manner which will protect human health and the environment against adverse effects. One of these challenges is that environmental sound management of waste cannot be guaranteed within the confines of waste management or generator facilities without effective legal systems. Government overthink and over infrastructure to protect the occupational safety and health of workers, communities, and the environment. In the absence of such effective system and infrastructure, the waste management may not be really available in some countries, and this can be very dangerous for the environment.
Thanks. So you have mentioned previously something about the Basel Convention plastic waste amendments. And as we know, plastic waste is one of the biggest environmental issues, since every day tons of plastic are polluting our air and oceans, becoming even invisible for us when we talk about microplastic. So what has been the role of the Basel Convention regarding this environmental issue?
During the Basel Conference of the Paris COP 2 years ago, we adopted two important decisions to address plastic waste, namely the adoption of the plastic waste amendment and a decision setting out a range of future actions to address plastic waste under the Basel Convention. These steps have strengthened the Basel Convention as the only global legal binding instrument to especially address plastic waste. In addition, a new partnership on plastic waste was established to mobilize businesses, government, academic, and civil society to find better resources and interest and enterprise to assist in implementing the new measures, to provide a set of practical support, including tools, best practices, technical and financial assistance. with the aim to make global trade in plastic waste more transparent first and better regulate, while is to ensuring that its management in a safer way for human health and the environment, of course.
Okay, since we are in Europe and the EU is one of the regions which produce tons of plastic waste, what is the role of the EU on the recently launched partnership regarding plastic waste?
Yeah. So I would like to invite my colleague to give an answer to this point. With you, the Honorable Ambassador, Mr. Walter.
Also for the European Union. We are very much ready of supporting. It's not only in words, but also in financial means. But it's not only about finances, it's also about sharing of experiences. Because indeed we have a lot of experience also in the European Union that we want to share with others, and others have also experiences. It's about the responsibility of producers. It's about what to do with single use of plastic waste. So there's a lot of work to be done, and we are very much like to be part of.
Thank you so much for your participation in our program and for this interesting conversation, Erika.
No, thank you for having me. And if you wish to know more about the Basel Convention, please visit our webpage. Here we have a lot of interesting projects, and we are happy that we are working together to fight this problematic environment issue.
Great. Well, stay in touch with us and follow us for more interesting content and our podcast series every Thursday. Stay tuned.